Well, hello there, and welcome back to my channel, y'all. So, in today's build, I am coming back to this little trailer home series that I started. It's not really a series because it's just it's a part 2, basically, to the previous build. You can actually see it right there on the other side of the lot. It's the Single Dad's Trailer Home, which if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description as well as in the iCard in the corner. But yeah, I built this cute little rustic trailer home for a single dad and his daughter, and I talked about how he lived on this little trailer park with a couple other people, and yeah, here is one of the other people. So this is actually for a tarot reader. I can imagine that she does a lot of tarot reading for the community, and they all come to her for just advice. Maybe they just need help making decisions, need help dealing with some emotions. Like, she's not really a therapist, because I definitely think therapy is different, but I feel like a lot of people come to her for like spiritual guidance, and that includes the dad that lives next door. He definitely comes to her a lot because he struggles with he just struggles with a lot of stuff because he's a single dad. He's working 2 jobs, which thank you all so much for the lovely comments in that video, because a lot of you all were giving me really good little suggestions if I decided to play in this build, of what this dad would do. He would work 2 part-time jobs, etc. And I was like, that's so smart. It's so smart. I love it whenever we can come together and do storytelling in The Sims 4. It's so much fun. But with this build, I kept our house very colorful, and I don't know, I wanted it to be, I wanted to have a lot of character because, where I'm from here in Kentucky, especially where I'm from in the mountains of Kentucky, there's a lot of trailer homes in this area. And actually, whenever you pass by them, you can tell that people put a lot of attention and thought into trying to make them more their own. And I don't know, every time I see you'll pass by a trailer home and they'll just have decorations in their yard and stuff. And I don't know, I wanted to do that with this build, and I just wanted this house to be very colorful and creative. And I imagined that this sim, she found this trailer home that's a little bit rustic, a little bit run down, and she slowly fixed it up over time, and she painted it, and I don't know, put up new wallpaper, all the good stuff. So yeah, I just see this being very colorful and a little bit witchy, but I don't know, it's not dark witchy, it's colorful witchy, if you know what I mean. I'm absolutely obsessed with these columns that came with the Werewolves game pack. Aren't they so pretty? That wood texture is absolutely beautiful. It's delicious. It's perfect. I want this wood texture in so many more things in The Sims 4. And I also love how it's not just straight up and down symmetrical. It's got a little bit of some bend and curve to it. Some bend and snap. No. But it's just got a little bit of shape. And I really love that because they look old, they look repurposed. And honestly, I feel like the one thing I would change here is I would rotate them all so that they're in different directions, so that they actually all look different from just looking at the build front on. I wanted to make sure this front porch was full of plants, and I wanted it to have an atmosphere. And I put some wind chimes, some hanging drying flowers from the tube pack. I know, trust me, I love that pack for the build buy content. That's it. But yeah, I put a lot of plants from the Blooming Room kit. I used a lot of packs. Anymore lately when it comes to builds, I just use every pack that I have, because it's just, I can't help it, because I just want to create something super unique, and I think having all the packs together really allows for me to do that. And you saw me place that cute little window from Cottage Living. I just wanted to use it so bad, even though it didn't match the other window color frames. I saw that bee and I was like, that's so cute, I want to put a bee, so I'll put a bee. And yeah, I love the Cottage Living pack. It has so many good pieces. I used pretty much like the windows, like the front door there with that big green window there next to it. Those are from Cottage Living. Absolutely love that swatch. I thought it was perfect for this build. And that's definitely the trick I've learned lately when it comes to building, is to not let myself get stressed about things not being super matchy or things lining up perfectly all of the time, because in real life that's not always going to happen with real homes, and I feel like you get so much more character if you let go of that, if that makes sense. So but anyways, I'm moving on to the interior of the home, and I'm using this I have not used this really much, but it's the Nifty Knitting little love seat, and it literally matches those windows so much. I know I just said not to be matchy, but in this case, it works so well. I love it so much. I love this color. I'm really digging this color lately. It's like a dark teal. It's almost that like phthalo green that I'm obsessed with, but it's just a little bit more bluey, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does. Now, this is the closest that I can get to a tarot setup is so here on this table set came from the paranormal stuff pack, of course, but the little cards that you see there is from the Journey to Batu. Once again, I'm sorry, but these are these little, I forget what the game is called. It's escaped me, the name of the game. It's just a card game that they play, and this is a debug item actually. And so I was like, oh, I can use these because they kind of look like cards, and they kind of look like they're in a spread right now. And so I just went with it. Sometimes you just gotta make do with what you got, and It worked. I think it looks good. I was at first going to use this Cottage Living wallpaper, but then the paranormal wallpaper, I forget how much I love this so much. Look at that color. Oh, that speaks to me. And then I decided, I was like, I need to do some accent walls to break it up, because I don't want it to be just all this one wallpaper. And so I did some purple accent walls. I thought that worked perfectly with the aesthetic, but also in my head, I was like, oh, she went to the store and she like went through all the colors and really loved this dark purple. And it was, everyone was like, oh, that's a pretty intense color. And she was like, yeah, I really like it. And then paints her walls with it, and everyone's like, wow, that looks really good. She's like, I know. I don't know. I love coming up with little story, like backstories for like little things in builds, because I feel like it adds to the character for me a lot more, because honestly, everybody uses The Sims 4 to storytell in a lot of different ways. Obviously people who, play like actual Sims and like do storytelling that way, but you can also do storytelling with builds, because I haven't made these Sims before. Like, these Sims don't exist yet, but they still are there. Like, you can still see the character. Oh, I took away the purple accent wall. I was just kidding. Oh, I forgot. She used it in her bathroom, though. Never mind. But once again, with this, like I was saying, yes, storytelling, all that good stuff aside, in this build, as well as the previous one, I tried to make sure that the appliances and stuff weren't like perfect brand new. I really love this Cottage Living refrigerator. It's literally my favorite in the game. It's so cute and it just looks so good. And I remembered the Eco Lifestyle TV here because I actually used it in a recent build, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to put this in the other trailer really quickly before I forget, because I did put that like cheapest TV in that other build, but I was like, you know what, no, it doesn't look right. And I just forgot that TV existed from Eco Lifestyle. It's supposed to be like a TV that I guess I can find in the dumpster or something. I'm pretty sure. I said this in my last video, and I still don't know where you can get that. I think you can just find it. Listen, Eco Lifestyle, genuinely one of my favorite expansion packs in The Sims 4, and I definitely have played it a lot, but I actually have never found that TV. So I don't know. Do let me know. And I used these hanging lights from the Laundry Day stuff pack that I adore. They're these little bulbs. I do shrink them down like once because they're a little bit big, I think, and this is just the right size. And I don't know, Laundry Day Stuff Pack, definitely an underrated fave of mine, because I feel like a lot of people, it was very controversial when it came out, because either you loved it or you hated it. People are like, ew, laundry in The Sims, or oh, laundry in The Sims, you know, like there's just so many like different ways of looking at it. But I absolutely love that pack. It came with some really good content, and it's stuff that I continue to use to this day. But can we talk about that movie hangout door? I have been using this door so much, like ever since that pack came out. I love that door. That swatch in particular, I think it's literally the first swatch, but I just love it because the trim around it, it has that dark wood tone that matches a lot of different wood tones in the game, but then the door itself is a different color. So it's a nice variation, and it's really fun for builds like this, and I think it works really well here. And moving into the bedroom here, this bed is from the Cats and Dogs expansion pack, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. I just realized I hadn't used it in a while, and I wanted something that was kind of simple and a little bit different, and I don't know, does it work? I don't know. I just wanted to use something different, and I do use the tool mod here to resize this rug so it just fits perfectly in this room. And I actually use the tool mod once again in just a second, which I'm actually very proud of myself for thinking of this. It's not revolutionary, but I was like, you know what? This mirror doesn't really fit here. So I used the tool mod to rotate it, and then you can see me alt clicking all over like the floor and everywhere. So that's a little trick that you can use to like very slightly move an item. You basically alt click like in the direction that you want the item to be moved into, and depending on how far away you actually like click, the faster it moves, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's really cool. It's such a cool little thing about that mod, and I definitely recommend checking out Twisted Mexie's mods and his website and his videos, everything, because he actually does describe how to use it very well. And honestly, it's a game changer when it comes to The Sims 4 and building. But I didn't really overly decorate the living room, but the bedroom I made sure to put a lot of detail into for some reason. I feel like I should have done more into the living room, but I think at this point I had just I was like, okay, I'm done with the living room, and I just forgot to go back and add more decor. But I feel like that makes sense because maybe she has clients over and she doesn't want it to be crazy cluttered and messy. She just wants it to be kind of, you know, calm, serene, simple, straightforward. She doesn't want to overdo it. But in her bedroom, girl, it's overgrown. She's got these beautiful like hanging vines from the Blooming Rooms kit, and these actually kind of worked really well with these curtains from the Movie Hangout kit. I meant to say Movie Hangout Stuff Pack, but just to give a little bit of context. I have a curtain. It's kind of a janky curtain in my office right now, and it's like a tension rod curtain, and it just fell, and like it was very quiet, so you probably didn't even hear it, but I thought a ghost was after me or something, and like I felt the cold chills hit me, and I was like, oh, it's just the curtain. Okay, I'm okay. But anyways, here I am moving on to the landscaping, and I think I love this landscaping. I don't know. I'm just saying. I used the same fence of the last build that I used, but in white. It's actually from the Backyard Stuff Pack. Genuinely such a nice fence. Like, we don't have a real picket fence in the Sims 4 base game. And you can see me saving there because I did some terrain paint. I was like, girl, I swear, if this terrain paint goes away on me out of nowhere like it did last time with the last trailer build that I did, I'm gonna be upset. Because let me tell you, putting down terrain paint for me, like once I place it and it looks good, I'm like, that looks perfect. But then if it all goes away, I'm like, how do I make it look good again? I can never do that again. Because it's just very like, ooh, I'm just gonna throw it everywhere. I'm not very planned when it comes to my landscaping and everything. Like, that's just how it is. Like, landscaping for me, like, I can't really tell you like how I landscape, because there's not like a rhyme or reason for anything. It's just like, I'm just like placing things at random, like picking things out, like, ooh, I like this. Ooh, I like this. This looks good here. And you just kind of got to keep adding to it until it looks full, basically. That's the trick, is to make it look full and lush. Don't get shy with, landscaping, unless that's the vibe you're going for. But even then, I feel like it's not. At least in The Sims 4, it's not really enough. I think you need it to be lush and beautiful like this, and just go for like different colors. That's also something too. Go for different color variations. Don't just do green on green on green. Like you can see, I did like that brown bush from Get Together. I did that red tree. I did the green bush from Werewolves, lavender. I did that one thing from Vampires. Like I made sure to mix it all up and just try to keep it from looking so uniform. And I also use those little stone pavers from the base game that are in the live edit objects. You can find them in the rocks section, and I use that to outline the little landscaping and shrubbery and stuff. And I sized up this little archway from Get Together also. I sized it up just a little bit so it would fit that little section there just a bit better, and I think it looks beautiful. I love it. Because I don't want to put a gate, because I hate putting gates in The Sims 4. I don't know what it is. Like, I hate closing off spaces fully like that. And then I got to this part of the build, and I was like, she needs a back porch. Girl, like, if you got a front porch, sure, but you gotta have a back porch too. So the front porch is like just this like plant zen area, but the back porch, it's more of just like a hangout. She just comes out here once in a while to hang out. I can imagine she likes to sit out on the front porch more because maybe she has like clients and just friends come over and they like to sit on the front porch a bit more. But the back porch is a nice little spot too. I made sure to put a little sunroof area in this as well so that she could have some sunlight. Maybe she comes out here and does her yoga or something, or maybe she meditates. Honestly, I should have done that. I didn't really place like a yoga mat or like a meditation stool or anything. I just kind of placed a few plants and just kind of made it simple. Some candles, of course. I even placed the candles from Spa Day, so why didn't I think of that? I don't know. But yeah, I love the door that I used. That's actually from the Courtyard Oasis kit. Oh, that door is so beautiful. I'm in love with that door. It is that door and the movie hangout door. They have my heart. Like, just unrealistically, I'm in love with the door. I don't know. If I say that fast enough, you might think I'm talking about Adore Delano. And you know what? I would say, yeah, I really like Adore Delano. She's really cool. Like, I love her style, and just like in general, like, she's very cool. I like her aesthetic. But anyways, we're coming to the end of the build. This house isn't available on the gallery just yet. I do have one more trailer home on this lot, so do keep an eye out for that one. I'm still unsure what I want to do. I think I want it to be for some grandparents who like have grandkids that visit sometimes. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this build. Do let me know in the comments down below what you thought about it. If you want to add to the story to this lot, give me some ideas for who else can live here. And yeah, if you got to this part of the video, let's see, what should you comment? Pumpkin. I know it's July, but pumpkin. Anyways, I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay home, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and have a good rest of your day. Anyways, that's all. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles. Bye, y'all.